Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at a 100% IV shiny, completely maxed out, of course, crowned Zacian in the Open Master League, and we're going to be pairing it up with my newly increased IV Zygarde complete here. Haven't completely fixed the IVs, but we're working on it, and we're almost done making that 100%. So I found this team to be probably one of the best Master League teams that I've ever used. Zacian and Zygarde combo core are absolutely phenomenal. Mixing with Kyogre, it's a beautiful team. It's just beautiful. Worked absolutely amazing for me. So with that said, let's see what we have going on here and just kind of take a look at the performance of Crown Zacian. This is the first time I'm using it in the Open Master League here, okay? So, was I impressed? Of course I was. I wasn't going to be disappointed anyway. So, we're going to be going up against quite a few Crown Zacians and Zamazentas ourselves. So, that is going to be a fun little thing to see as well. And I'm very excited to bring you this video. So, around like the 19 mark, I am going to have the battles continue on. And I am going to be playing some music in the background, kind of a little bit of a callback to the older days when I used to do that. I'm going to have some Blast Corps music. I don't think you remember that from the 64 days, and some Doom and the Metallica, like the classic old stuff, right? So with that said, let's have a little fun here. Like I said, I couldn't stop playing. I would have had this video up several hours ago, but I just couldn't help myself by going into Go Battle League today and just playing some more because I'm having freaking fun, okay? I'm having a blast. Now, does winning equal having fun? Yeah, that is true, but you know, I can, you know, having a close game with somebody, it's like, oh man, that was so good. It's not like, oh man, I hate this game. If it's a close game and there was no bullcrap involved, like lag or whatever, then, you know, shoot, good game. A lot of times it's RPS. Let's be honest with ourselves here, okay? Rock, paper, scissors situation where you just simply cannot get out of those types of scenarios, right? But we don't need to harp on that. Let's go ahead and see. We will be leading with Zygarde the entire time. And the Zygarde is going to be equipped as the best buddy with the increased IVs. The Crown 100% Shiny Zacian, I have worked on the hearts, but I mean, I still have many days before I best buddy that. It's just brand new. As far as the Kyogre, that is 100% and best buddy, but I'm not going to have it equipped here. So yeah, we're going to be steel, right, with the Zacian here. And then Zygarde is going to be extremely weak to ice. So Zacian kind of protects the Zygarde from that, and as well as being weak to Dragon and Fairy. And then Kyogre is kind of just a balancer between it all, where if we're weak to ice with the Zygarde, then we have Kyogre, and then the Zacian, of course. And then the Zacian being weak to fire, we have the Zygarde and the Kyogre to protect it as well. And we do have the Zygarde to protect the Kyogre from potential electric types. And Zacian being, you know, steel prominent majority move using with Metal Claw and then Behemoth Bash, or should I say Blade, will be resisting those electrics, but we can still go with that close combat, right? So I found this to be an extremely balanced team. Give it a shot. Freaking love. Look at that. I know that Ho-Oh was Shadow, but we still took that son of a gun out. And look at this, we got an Urshifu out here. Very interesting, very unexpected. So with that said, I think I explained it pretty good to you. So we can go ahead and hop into this where we're like 4 minutes in. All right. So this is not a particularly, you know, fearful match that I should be having here. And I know if you're wondering, why are you running Bulldoze, bro? Like, what's the secret and what's the logic behind that? Well, I kind of like the baity type of it, and as well as the potential to drop the defense. Although having Earthquake could probably prove to be a little bit better now, especially since we do have a lot of those Crown Zacian and Zamazenta roaming around. I will be able to hit them a lot harder, so I may have to switch over to that. I will definitely be keeping Outrage. I did run Crunch for a while, but you know, it's still great. I just rather not run it right now. But hey, with that said, let's see what we have going up against Kieran Black here. We'll go ahead and let that fusion go, no problem. Metal Claw's doing super effective damage, taking them out and taking the win. I am going to be bringing this up really quick here. I did exclude quite a few battles because I had about 2 hours worth of content that I did have to speed it up times 2 plus 2.1 speed. But we were experiencing lag when I was about to win a lot of times. A friend of mine did tell me that he was experiencing lag as well for the past couple of days, so that could attribute to that, I suppose, just the game just being all whacked out. But I just find it extremely suspicious, and we've talked about this before, how the game kind of lags right when you're about to win. And I can't say if these people are actually exploiting some sort of a cheat to make the game lag, although we do know that this is a thing. But I just find it too coincidental that it is happening like that. So I do believe that these people are cheating, and these cheats are still widely out there and being exploited and used on a daily basis. But hey, let's go ahead and really get into the commentary. So up against Kyogre here, this is great. Actually, another thing, the Kyogre going up against Zamazenta Crown and Zacian Crown is just beautiful. Because for the most part, you know, they're gonna be running close combat, and then their steel types charge move, right? Kyogre resists the steel, so it just turns out to be a really good type of a counter, especially up against Zacian. Speaking of that, look at, here we go. So we'll go ahead and throw in that Kyogre here. They go with the Behemoth Bash, which is not very effective, and we're looking absolutely amazing here. Worked just too good. There was an abundance of Ho-Ohs as well. I would assume that was to counter the influx of all of the Crown Zacian and Zamazenta that we're going to be seeing here. So yeah, they're definitely amazing. There's no doubt about that. And Zamazenta Crown apparently is ranked #1, and Crown Zacian is ranked number freaking 2. So yeah, I really didn't have an issue going up against any of them because of the way the team was built. So yeah, I was just, I had a big old smile on my face the entire time. I just still can't believe I had this Shundo, the background, just unbelievable. All right, next game, throwing in that Zygarde here. All right, show me Ice Fang. All right, there it is. See, so this is the situation. I think I do decide to just stay here because swapping could lead to just an immediate loss because of the alignment here. So we'll go ahead and just let them take us out. We did get a shield from them, so at this point we'll go ahead and bring in Zacian to farm them down. We will shield this up as they're going to be able to get to this charge move here. They're down a shield, and we're going to be having energy, so this is going to be pretty good. Bringing in a Rhyperior. We're not going to go with the Bash because they're going to more than likely shield it up. There you go. And we're going to go ahead and swap into our Kyogre to catch whatever they're going to throw at us here. A Breaking Swipe, and then bringing in Mewtwo. They're shieldless, so we can take a Side Strike no problem here. Crown Zacian, I mean, we're perfectly fine. We have a charge move ready to go. This game is won. We've already won, right? We could literally let this Kyogre go here. Yeah, that's going to be the better idea. And then we'll just bring in the Zacian. And then just go for the Behemoth Blade here and take the damn win. This move is very strong, obviously. Is Crown Zacian and Zamazenta OP, a little overpowered? I'm not going to... They're strong. Yeah, they're great. I mean, mix anything with steel, you're going to come out with some sort of a champion, especially with these kind of stats that they do have. But you can definitely shut them down. Like I said, my Kyogre does great. I mean, even my Zygarde here with Bulldoze is an okay kind of a matchup, and I'm not really stressing it too much. And then you do have Ho-Oh and several other things that can come, you know, kind of just put them in their place. So are they extremely powerful? Yes. Are they OP, overpowered? I wouldn't say too much. All right, anyways, we're going to go ahead and bring in our Zacian here. The only thing that they can do is pretty much go for Aqua Tail. We'll let that go. Okay, sounds good. Being Steel and Pharaoh, we have a massive resistance against Dragons, so that's going to be really nice for us. Going for that close combat, they do have that Zacian, and then they do have a Kyurem Black in the back. This is not particularly great for me. This fusion will take us out, or we survive with a little bit of health, able to get off the surf here. I suppose any damage is better than none, I guess. And we do have one shield left. At this point, we're just going to go ahead and throw this. We don't want to have to shield up that fusion attack. And we're going to be able to get to the Behemoth Blade here before they do, and they're being part fairy. This is going to do a lot of damage. Even if you resist it, we've seen it already, it's still going to be doing a whole hell of a lot of damage. So we're taking that win, and we're looking good. Again, this team was really putting in the work. It bring me up a couple hundred points over a day and a half. Okay, pretty crazy. Ho-Oh, this is great. We love to see this matchup here. You do not want to be matched up against Ho-Oh if you're using Crown Zacian or Zamazenta. Absolutely not. You're pretty much just screwed. I did take out that shadow because I did have the energy charged up. All right, they're going to be swapping into their Kyurem Black. We're going to go ahead and let this go here, as we don't really need to worry about the quick move, right? So we're going to go ahead and throw that Behemoth Blade. And of course, they're going to be bringing back that Ho-Oh here. We'll go ahead and just let this go. There would be really no point to shield this up. It'd be kind of just really goofy. Taking them out with the Zygarde. And we're going to go ahead and go for the Bulldoze. What did they throw into the battle here? Oh, a Zacian. There you go. Very good. Very good. And we have that Kyogre in the back. So this is a wrap. We've already won. We just have to kind of get this over with here. They don't know what we have in the back, but they are already over and done for here. So we'll let that go. Bring it in the Kyogre. And yeah, as you can see, it starts puttering here. I'm not going to be putting in the actual examples as to which ones were the ones I personally thought were intentional abuse of making the game lag to win, because again, I can't determine whether or not it was the game or the individual actually making it intentionally happen so they can pull off the win when they were in a bad situation and wouldn't have won otherwise. And I don't want to get it all screwed up and put somebody innocent on blast. But again, I would say 90% of the suspicions that I do have are actually true, but we're just going to leave those out here. So we're up against a Rhyperior here. This is going to be another decent counter to Crowned Zamazenta and Zacian, although we will be able to hit them with super effective Metal Claw, Close Combat, Behemoth Bash, Behemoth Blade, so you do need to look out with that. All right, we got another Kyurem Black out here, and we'll go ahead and shield this up. I just kind of want to maintain our health, see if we can farm them down. I figured they were going to get to another one. That's one of the reasons why I did shield, because I would have been taken out otherwise. And they do have a Zekrom in the back, so our steel's not very effective to this. So we're just going to go ahead and throw that Close Combat. Seeing that we do have that resistance to the Dragon Breath, we don't have to really worry about our defense dropping here. We will shield this up, get to another Close Combat, and take the win with our literally most prized Pokemon that we have in our inventory. I can't believe it. Still in awe. It's just mind-blowing. I want to know what the numbers are for people who have reported globally on how many 100 shiny background Zacians were got, because yeah, it's pretty insane. Anyways, we have a Space and a Palkia here, Origin. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and shield up that Spatial Ren, and we called it correctly, and they're swapping into their Zacian here. And this is great. I mean, we've already discussed this. This is literally my best counter to the top Pokemon in the Master League now. Well, at least on my team, right? I would think the best counter to both of them are probably going to be Ho-Oh. Bringing in the Zacian to farm them down part steel, so we're taking them out. And there's that Ho-Oh immediately swapping into our Zygarde. And we're just going to go ahead and go for that Bulldoze on the Palkia that they just swapped into, getting their last shield, which is great. And farming them down. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Look at the lag. You see this? I don't know. I can't say they were trying to make the game freeze or something and they kind of got screwed over. There should be no time intervals between when they have two Pokemon. You take out that one. You take out the second one they had, and then have one left. There should be no time intervals between them trying to throw it out. The game just throws it out automatically. That's an indicator of some sort of a lag switch or just the game being broken. Not putting it on them. I'm just saying, because I can't say definitely. All right, Kyurem Black. All right, let's get it. We have to look out for Free Shot, because that will one-shot our Zygarde. Pretty much the tankiest thing in the Master League here that actually can do some work as far as damage is concerned. Bringing in their Origin Palkia. We'll let this go. That was fairly quick. And we're just going to go straight for the Outrage here. Love using this move on Zygarde. Look at that damage. Taking them out. We've gotten a shield. We are used to shield. Revealing their last Pokemon. We're getting to the Bulldoze. Let's see if they want to shield this up here. And they let it go. Yeah, it's not really doing too much damage whatsoever. But we do have that counter, which is going to be our Kyogre. And of course, we're going to be bringing that in here. And they're swapping. We're going to go ahead and just RPS them. Let's see, this is what I'm talking about. Yes, Go Battle League does require skill. I don't sound like a damn broken record at this point, but a lot of times it doesn't matter if you have all the skill in the world. If somebody RPSs you, you're screwed. All right. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and just start throwing these close combats here, and we're going to go ahead and take the win with our Crown Zacian. Let's keep it going here, folks. Next game, what are we going to see? A Origin Palkia. This is a great matchup here. The only thing that we have to really worry about as far as Elite is concerned with Zygarde, I would have to say the biggest weakness is going to be Togekiss, because of all of the moves that we have are just really going to do nothing. At least when we're going up against a dragon, we can actually hit them with dragon moves, or anything else that we can just kind of, you know, hit them up with just neutral damage. But yeah, that one's a flyer. So yeah, that's pretty much our biggest fear. They do have that crowned Zamazenta. They're all over the place, and for good reason. They're the best things in the game. Everybody just got them. You're never going to not see them in Master League anymore. It's not like, oh yeah, it was fun for a while. No, these things are here to stay. This game is creating a power creep, and it's slowly happening over time here. So this person deserves a lot of recognition and a massive pat on the back and a firm handshake here, because, I mean, look at this freaking Charizard. And check this out. This should have been a loss for me. Watch this. One with about 2 HP. If he had something else, I don't know, say a ho-oh, it would have been a wrap. So yeah, good game there. Nice spice. Next game, we're met with an Annihilate. So Ice Punch, yep, still have to worry about that. That's doing quite a bit of damage. Gonna go ahead and go straight for the Outrage here. And little letting it go. Okay, sounds good to me. And we'll go ahead and chill this up. Oh, okay. Farming them down, winning the swap here, and there's that Primarina. So we don't have to really worry about that too much. We can still go Bulldoze, although it's not doing much, but it's not the biggest fear, although it does have Charm, so we have to look out. We do swap, and there is another counter to Crown Zacian and Zamazenta that I've been seeing kind of roaming around lately, and that is going to be Chandelure, which it shuts them down in every single way with all their moves. The only problem with Chandelure is, even though it does resist all the moves, it still really can't take a hit. Hit it with Behemoth Bash, it's still doing as much damage as that Bulldoze did just now, or maybe even a little bit more, even though it's steel. Since they're shieldless, we're looking great. There's nothing they can do to take out this Kyogre. All we're going to have to do is get to this Thunder, and this is another reason why I like running Thunder here. I used to run Blizzard, but we've been going with Thunder for months now. It's been over a year, and I like it a lot. All right, Zygarde into... Whoa, what is... Oh, Mew. Okay, so I would assume some people are going to start using their bottle caps on Mew, and you might start seeing a whole new set of Pokemon starting to show up because of people being able to 100% them, where you would have barely seen them before, but not so much as because they're not that great, but it was just kind of a hard thing to kind of do and step up to the plate and max these things out, and was unjustifiable because of the IV points that they did have. They were just horrible. So yeah, a lot of people are able to have more fun now with the things that have been sitting in their inventory for years at this point. All right, so we have a regular Palkia out here. I was a little nervous for Fire Blast, but we did let it go, and it is just an Aqua Tail, so I would assume they're running Draco and Aqua, obviously. And we're going to go Behemoth Bash or Blade. If I ever mix it up, you know what I mean. And yeah, we're looking pretty good here. So folks, we're approaching the end. And again, I'm going to let this just play out here for you to enjoy. Take a look at this team. Try it out. Tell me how it works. Poke8K Special Zamazenta and Zygarde Core is amazing. As far as that third Pokemon for Kyogre, yeah, could go Ho-Oh, I suppose. But I do recommend you use this here. You could go with another water type, but, you know, choice is yours. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all on the next one. Take care and enjoy the rest of the video.